guys, Ray here, City Fan TV. Got a bit of a bright light there. I'm not sure I can get rid of that, guys. It's the, let's see if we can twist it around a little bit, avoid some of that light. Yeah, it's a bit better, guys. I'm in my hotel room, or B&B room here in Northern Ireland, and sensational news. Sensational news. Going to keep it quiet because obviously it's 11 p.m. A lot of people will be sleeping by now, but not me, even though I've got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. A 3-hour drive to work tomorrow. But loving it on this boys trip on my own. Anyway, guys, sensational news. Declan Rice City have apparently officially entered the bidding war, the transfer race for the signature of Declan Rice. Hey, Blackpool Blue, really nice to have you on board, buddy. And yes, you're not last. Well, we were on for over an hour last time when you came on, mate. But this news is too sensational not to discuss, not to talk about. Let's just see if I can find my overlay for Declan Rice. I don't think I can find it. Just downloaded this. Let's just see one of these. Is it this one? So this is what David Ornstein. Now, I'm going to tell you about David Ornstein. David Ornstein is an excellent judge. Okay, he used to work for the BBC, and when he was working for the BBC, he had the highest strike rate for getting transferred, tittle tattle, spot on. Most pundits and journalists, they were below 10% accuracy. Ornstein was, I'm sure it was at least 50%. It's ridiculous. Anything to do with Arsenal, David Ornstein knew about it. It's as if the executives were talking to Ornstein before they even talked to each other. I mean, he knew so much. Now, you can let's read what it says. So he says exclusive. This was about an hour and a half ago or something, and it's got a lot of social media interaction and views and stuff. Now, the exclusive is that West Ham have tonight received a formal offer from Manchester City, the champions, the treble winners, the three-peat title winners, from Manchester City to sign Declan Rice. Now, the Manchester City are proposing a deal worth a down payment of £80 million plus 10 million of add-ons after Arsenal had a second bid of rejected, and that second bid was 75 million plus 15 million of add-ons. Okay, and now Declan Rice obviously is Arsenal's number one target. Now, here's some differences between between the Arsenal and the Manchester City bids. Okay, now straight away, from what I've read earlier, Arsenal apparently were proposing to pay over 4 years, paying installments over 4 years, I believe, for Declan Rice. Now, look, most clubs I would expect would sell the debts on to a third party, to a debt financing company, and get the cash up front. But they might lose whatever it is. I don't know the numbers, 5%, let's say. So at 75 million, they might be losing somewhere in the region of best part of £4 million, okay, to get that money from. Now, City apparently are offering their money in 2 installments. I don't know over what time period. Let's say one now, one in a year's time, for argument's sake. 2 installments rather than Arsenal's 4. Second thing is City's 10 million of add-ons. Now, what could they possibly have as add-ons that Declan Rice couldn't achieve? It could be some appearances. It could be £1 million if we win the Champions League, or £1 million if we win the league. Yeah, or it could be over the next 3 years, for every time you win the league, £1 million. Every time you win the Champions League, £2 million. Whatever. They are what you would call realistically achievable targets. Realistically achievable targets. Arsenal, what a load of crap. Yeah. Who knows what they got their 50 million of add-ons. Ballon d'Or, Champions League winner. Arsenal have never won the Champions League. League title winner. Arsenal haven't won the league title for 19 years. Now, I suspect a big chunk of that £15 million of the add-ons that Arsenal are offering are unobtainable. Unobtainable. Champions League. Tell you now, Arsenal ain't winning it next season, next 2 seasons, next 3 seasons, next 5 seasons. Arsenal ain't winning it. You can bookmark that, guys. Bookmark it. Come back to me anytime you want. So, out of that 50 million of add-ons, they're not winning Premier League next season. They're not winning the Champions League. What they're going to get? What are West Ham realistically, in my opinion, West Ham would be lucky. They'd be lucky to get an extra £5 million out of that. So they'd be up to 80. I think City will more than likely, if the bids were as is now and there's no more coming from either party, West Ham know they'll get at least 85 million from City. At least. From Arsenal, 75, 76. It's based on appearances and stuff. Declan Rice can win it all at City. City have just done that. And if you think, okay, they might not win the Champions League next season, but you can bet your bottom dollar they'll be a very warm favourite to win the league title. Let's go through some of your comments. Hi, Doug, you hope you're well, buddy. City must have been given green light to bid, but I think tomorrow we'll have Arsenal favourites again. But got to be 50-50. I think City are favourites. If it's just West Ham, whoever's saying this, now, obviously Declan Rice is probably the one who's going to have the final say. But if West Ham have a say, he doesn't go to Arsenal. Simple as that. Hey, they don't want him to go to Arsenal, and because hey, let's be honest, who out of the neutrals, who likes Arsenal? No one. And I think they'd want him to come to rather him go to Man City. They'll get more money from Man City and more guaranteed money and probably more bonuses as well. At the add-ons are more likely to happen at City. Exciting news. Oh, absolutely, Blackpool Blu-ray. They might not have spoken to his agent. Okay, it's not. They would have. I think they would have spoken to him at some point, even if he said he wants to go to Arsenal. I think that's just paper talk. That's people from Arsenal who want to put it out there that he wants to go there. That's his favourite choice. Now, look, West Ham have a big say. Now that City have shown their hand, West Ham have a decision to make. Right now, they favour the City bid. As I said, there's more money down. There's more money as a down payment. Okay, there's more money as the actual transfer fee. City are paying it quicker than offering to pay quicker than what Arsenal offering to pay theirs, and there's more likelihood of Arsenal getting, of West Ham getting a lot of the bonuses in the deal from City rather than Arsenal. 3 points. Why? From West Ham's point of view, they favour Man City's bid. And the fourth one is everybody hates Arsenal. So, my honest opinion, I still think, I mean, DS23 is saying that. I still think, this is purely based upon the noises, which on one hand I'm saying don't listen to them, but the noises kind of make me feel like Declan Rice is scared. He's scared. He doesn't believe in himself. If he backed himself, I think we'd hear more noises about the City deal. If he backed himself, and what worries me is he's not backing himself to start. Is he worried about not starting for City? If your only ambition is to win trophies, City wins hands down. If you want to be the main man, then go to Arsenal. Be the main man. Don't be part of a team. City plays a team, and that's why we're so good. Doug reckons goes to City. I agree. I don't see why you go to Arsenal. If Rice goes with midfield three, I don't know what Pep's going to do. See, it could be Rice plays alongside all that. Currently, the change could be Rice plays instead of Gundogan. Okay, not the same player, but Rice is 24. Give him a chance to develop. When Gundogan came to City 7 years ago, I think he was more defensively minded and he was played more defensively. Now he's played, I said, Gundogan's role is better when he plays half and half defensive, half attacking. And Rice, I think, is more defensive, but he will move to an attacking role. I think he's got the potential. Look, I think Rice has only scratched the surface of his potential. Pep will be able to squeeze out more. Look what he's done with John Stones. Who would have thought John Stones could play, not just play midfield, but boss midfield? Bossy. You see, so the turns he was making, John Stones had the most successful dribbles in the Champions League final. I mean, that blows your mind. It blows your mind. John Stones, we see the drives he's been making. We see sometimes he's picking the ball as an attacking midfielder. Up there, just outside the box, he's picking the ball up. We've seen him picking the ball up from all sorts of different positions. We've seen him picking up on the edge of his box and turning men, running past men, dribbling past men. If Pep can get that out of John Stones, what the heck can he get out of Rice? We've seen what he's done with Rico Lewis, playing him in as left back, right back, and moving into midfield. We've seen even what it does with Akanji playing him at right back and left back. Okay, we see what he can do with so many different players and move them around and improve them like crazy. So, what do you think Rice's potential? Pep, whatever his potential is, Pep will drag it out of him. Okay, encourage it out of him. He will be such a much better player at City than he would be Arsenal. Blackpool Blue Ray says if we get Guardiola and Kovacic, I would be happy with that, depending on who else scores, obviously. If we get Rice, Rice, Guardiola, and Kovacic, look at it. Rice, 24. Kovacic, 29, 28, 28, I think. Guardiola, was it 21, 22? So we're getting two youngish players, one experienced cracking player in Kovacic. You're losing Gundogan, who's got experience. Okay, you're getting Rice, who's got bags of experience, and he's still only 24. You're getting Josko Guardiola, who's okay, he's maybe not got as much experience, but he's young and he's got so much potential, and we've seen how good he is already. So many things pointing that City are going to do really well. And Blackpool Blu-ray, I mean, if McAtee comes back, if Cole Palmer continues to develop, wow, unbelievable. So I think that's just it's incredible for City. Reece says he's been chased by Arsenal for 6 months. They've made him number one target. I feel Rice maybe attracted by a club who really wants him, but football-wise, City, yeah, Arsenal really want him because Arsenal are desperate. Arsenal are desperate, and if he goes there because he wants more game time, that lacks ambition. That lacks belief. You've got to believe in yourself. If he goes to Arsenal because it stays in London, I'll just smack my head against a brick wall. Figure it, not actually, but you know, because that's crazy. Why do you? No, that's great. Having said that, John Stones didn't go to Spurs. The reason was given that he didn't want to go to London, all his family up north. But hey, also Spurs are crap, relatively speaking. But Spurs are crap. So there's so many reasons for him to come to City. And as I said, City are in pole position right now. Pole position. You know, it does depend how much say Rice has in his own move, but West Ham right now will be backing City's move all day long. Let's see. I've got another thing I think from Ornstein. Let's just see if I can pull this up. So this is on the Athletic. Well, I've not. Let me just go to remove your comments, Bree. I don't think there's much underneath there. That's basically what was in the tweet. It says City have lodged an official bid. Now, it doesn't intimate that. It doesn't allege. It says it's a definitive statement. Manchester City have lodged an official bid for West Ham United captain Declan Rice. Okay, and that's the details of the headlines of the bid. So it's let me remove that. We'll look at some other stuff. This is what was there last week. Okay, from there, I think that was it. And this is Fabrizio as well, I think, saying this the same thing. So this is all from last week. So there's stuff this week as well. So it's fantastic. How much would you go up to Arsenal? I feel can increase. Oh, Arsenal can increase. So can City. So can City. Right now, City's bid is 90 million. For me, Arsenal's is 80. Because Arsenal are offering 75 plus 15, but at that 15, let's say there's 5. City are offering 80 plus that. City's is at least 85 to 90, because City are not going to be stupid and include something like the Ballon d'Or. City can include winnable, achievable targets, definite targets, like winning the Premier League, like appearances, like winning the Champions League, maybe winning the FA Cup. You know, these are achievable targets. Arsenal, they're pie in the sky. Pie in the sky. Now, Declan Rice might want to be the, as I said, he might want to be the main man. But hey, let me tell you something. Harry Kane is the main man at Spurs. Harry Kane is the main man. What's he won? Bog all. He's won nought at Spurs. He's 29 years old, you know, at the final crossroads of his career, and he's won nothing. He saw Kyle Walker leave and win a bucket load of trophies. 5 Premier League titles, 4 Carabao Cups, 2 FA Cups, 2 Community Shields, and a Champions League winners' medal. Kyle Walker's got them all. Harry Kane has seen Gareth Bale leave and win it all at Real Madrid. He saw Luka Modric leave and win it all at Real Madrid. I mean, look at the team that Spurs could have had. Can you imagine? Modric, Bale, Kane, Son, Walker. What a team. What a team. But some of them they couldn't stop. But Walker, Levy was rubbing his hands when Walker made such a difference to City. So, staying, being the main man and not winning, I can't take that. City's paying the money in installments over 2 years, while Arsenal paying up to 5 years. Of course, City add-ons are more achievable. Can't blame West Ham. Mando, that's what I've been saying for ages. City's money is down, and Arsenal's is going to take ages. Okay, so for the Arsenal deal, you could probably knock off another, if you want the money immediately, knock off another 4 or 5 million in finance fees. So Arsenal's things are going down all the time. So Arsenal offering 75, it's probably nearer to 70. And with unachievable targets, let's say, as I said, let's say 5 of them are achievable. That gets you to 75. It's a paltry offer when West Ham won at least 100 million. City's is decent. City's is 80 plus 10, and I think that's at least 85 straight away. So City straight away is between 10 and 50 million quid better than Arsenal's bid. So Arsenal do well. If Arsenal want Declan Rice, they are going to have to pay, I reckon, a minimum of £90 million. £90 million, and that's before add-ons. And I actually think it's going to be £100 million total that Arsenal will have to shell out for Declan Rice if they want him. So we're going to see whether Arsenal mean business or not. We really will. Really will. Arsenal fans, I'm reading this now, Fred the Gunner. City don't know when to quit. Arsenal need to make a final bid now. Arsenal fans not happy. Looking at these comments, people are mad. People are going bonkers. People are going, crazy. Anyway, that's Arsenal fans not happy at all with what's going down. Let's see if David Ornstein's put anything else out, but I really don't think. I'm just looking at what Ornstein's written. There's nothing else. That's it. So nothing else on the Declan Rice from him. But look, it's at the end of the day. It's end of the day. He's done that tweet. So Bree says, does Phillips enter the deal separate technical? Well, City haven't said that. City's bid is 80 million plus 10 million of add-ons. Now, if West Ham want Calvin Phillips, City's here 40 million. West Ham very happy, I think. Very happy to get Calvin Phillips and 40 million cash. Get Calvin Phillips, 40 million cash, and the best part of 10 in add-ons. For me, it's a no-brainer. West Ham definitely want the City bid. City miles ahead of Arsenal. Miles ahead of Arsenal in this transfer saga for Declan Rice. So it's taken a new turn. It's hotting up. We'll see. I'm going to get ready to wind down, guys. I'm absolutely bushed. It's 20 past 11. I'm up at 5. I've said that before. This lifestyle is tiring, but a tremendous amount of fun. Guys, I'm going to shoot. Get some shut-eye, but enjoy yourselves. Go to bed. Just dreaming. Whatever happens, City have thrown a spanner into Arsenal's wheels, and it's going to cause them a lot of consternation, a lot of problems. And if Arsenal have to go up to 100 million quid, you can see by the drip bids that Arsenal have done, they ain't got the money, or they don't want to spend it, or they want to spend it in other areas as well. And if City push them to the brink and they have to spend it more than they'd like on the Declan Rice purchase, then that's going to hurt them going forwards, which selfishly is great news. Great news that last year's nearest title challengers are struggling. Guys, end of the day for me. Take care. Enjoy it. Enjoy knowing Arsenal are quaking in their boots, quivering, and their fans are crapping it, loving it all day long. See you around, Blues.